Covington has been making some noise. And basically, here's what happened. Colby Covington, in his fight with Kamaru Usman, okay, back up to the fight. Somewhere in that fight, and I believe it was after the second round. So now they're on their break with their corners prior to the third round. I believe that's when it was. If I'm wrong, 3 rounds have been completed, and this is just before the fourth. But it comes up somewhere that Colby's jaw is broken. I can't remember how that happened, if Colby told his corner my jaw is broken, or if the corner looked at Colby and goes, hey, I think your jaw's broken. Either way, the audio was picked up, the corner was mic'd up, the cameras are right there. It makes its way to the broadcast team. The broadcast team shares this with the world. The reason I can't quite remember the order of events, I can't remember who told me. I watched this thing, but I watched it with an earpiece. I can't remember if I heard Colby say it, if I heard the corner say it, or if I heard it once Joe Rogan and Daniel Cormier started saying it. But the bottom line is, that's private, that's medical, that was between Colby and his corner. It was not meant for the world to hear, and the world heard it. Colby has now come out and called that illegal, and he says that, basically what I just said, that was private, that never should have been out there. Now, I don't know that I have an opinion on this, and I don't even know that I'm on Colby's side of this, but I am open to the conversation. If Colby had something medical and personal that he shared with his team, it would seem in any other walk of life that is now private, personal, and medical between you and somebody you trusted. I don't know that the camera, from a technical standpoint, didn't have the right to capture that audio, considering somebody mic'd up the corner man. That's how it works. They come into your locker rooms to share this with you guys. Little inside baseball here, but they come in your locker room. They'll say, who's your head corner man? Whoever the head corner man is, they put a microphone on. It's just the way it works. I only share that with you because this wasn't like a secret microphone captured this and got a secret message out there. It was very well disclosed ahead of time and throughout time that this is how we do this, and we do this to capture corner audio because it offers something dramatic, and after all, we're making a television show here. Okay, just wanted to explain for you guys how the mic was there and how the audio was captured, because I do think it's relevant. If you were to tie this in to another sport, take baseball right now, that's going around people stealing pitcher signals and calling that illegal. Or football, where if you get another coach's play sheet, totally illegal. I don't know that I have ever really understood that. I've also never come from a sport where anything was a secret. So there's a reason why I couldn't relate to that. In wrestling, by example, which I came from, your coach stands here, your opponent coach stands here, and then they yell. I can hear what my opponent's coach is saying. My opponent can hear what my coach is saying. I mean, it's a whole bunch of information, and who processes it and who listens to it and who reacts because of it is kind of up to you. I've never understood. I've always thought of myself, okay, if I'm in baseball and they're doing signals and it's relevant to my player to tell him what kind of a pitch is coming. It's a curveball, it's a straight ball right down the middle, it's a fastball, it's a soft pitch. I would tell him. I did not know that was against the rules, and I did not know that there was such elaborate schemes set up to try to figure that out, to get information to the opposing team, and that would be called cheating. For me, that just seems to make a level of sense. You would go and study your team. I was recently told by somebody that in football, you cannot scout through video. You cannot go to somebody's game and record it, or to their practice and record it, and then take that back and study it and try to learn their plays. That was shocking to me. Some of you are going to go, Chael, how did you not know that? I just didn't know that. I didn't play those things. I didn't know that. That would seem to me as a good level of sense. But I also would have never thought that revealing what came up between a fighter and his corner man mid-contest would be called illegal. But the number one contender for the welterweight championship, Colby Covington, has now brought this conversation up. I think we should have the conversation. I don't know which way I'm blowing on it. I just caught me off guard. It really did catch me off guard. But Colby, in many ways, if he does have something private, particularly if it has to do with medical, if something is broken, that is medical. That is his business. Moving forward, I would love to hear what you guys think. Oh, by the way, I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you. So Colby came out and said, it was revealed that I have a broken jaw, but I actually didn't. My jaw was not broken. I also would like to go and do a celebrity boxing match. I'm calling out 50 Cent. The reason I'm going after 50 Cent is 50 Cent said things about me on social media. He's been butting himself into the fight game for years, pretending to be a badass. Now I'm calling him out. By the way, just in case he tries to make this about money, I'll put up $1 million. And by the way, just in case he tries to make this about MMA, we're going to do it under the Queensberry's rules. Oh, and by the way, just in case he says I'm too high of a level of athlete, I will tie one arm behind my back. Now, something you guys have to know about Colby, and I trust that you do at this point in his career, if Colby says he'll put up the money, he'll do it under the Queensberry rules, and he'll tie a hand behind his back, you know what that means? That means he'll put up the money, he'll tie his hand behind his back, and he'll do it under the Queensberry rules. 50 Cent's in a little bit of a situation right now. A simple apology would get him out of it. To ignore it? Playground rules? 50's been called out. 50 needs to fight or 50 needs to respond.